You know what? Many of us drive around with kids in the car, right? You want to keep them safe. So do you know if your car seat is installed properly? Well, you might think you know, but you got to hear this. I want you to meet a couple important people here. This is Blanca Villasenor. She is a child passenger safety technician at Phoenix Children's, and along with me is Gina Millsap. She's a local principal here, but she has an amazing story of why you are such an advocate for not only seatbelts, but child safety seats. What happened?
I was involved in a rollover accident with my two daughters and my niece. We were going to school and I reached back and gave some orange juice to my daughter and was distracted, ran a red light and flipped our Jeep several times.
Oh my gosh. First of all, was everybody okay?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, good. But why?
We
Why
were all
they
okay because we were all wearing our seatbelts and my niece was in a car seat.
And you told me that even they were having a hard time getting the car seat out. That's how well the car seat was installed.
Correct.
And that's a good thing, right?
Correct, yes.
Okay,
yes.
all right. So now you're an advocate for child safety restraints.
Absolutely,
Yes,
absolutely.
as you should be, because you all walked away from that accident. Not
without
everybody.
one scratch. None of the girls had a scratch.
That is amazing, Gina. I can see why you would be an advocate. I would too. But here's the thing. So many people do not have car seats installed properly. What's the biggest mistake that people make, Blanca?
Right. So one of the biggest mistakes is not tying the harness correctly. So you could see that probably just from the naked eye that it's probably tight. The harness is tight, but however, it's loose. And in a car crash, the child will do this completely and their head will go forward.
Oh.
That can cause some very severe injuries, either in the spinal, neck, and head as
Absolutely.
well. So parents want to make sure that they tie that harness every time that child's in the car seat when you're not able to pinch any slack from both sides, and the chest clip must be at armpit level.
So when in the emergency room here in a car accident, is that some of the biggest medical issues that you see from kids? They're not properly restrained?
Right, yes, they're not properly restrained, or they're not in the right car seat, or even the car seat's not properly installed correctly in the vehicle. So those are the main things that we see, and they can cause some severe injuries where kids probably have to relearn how to walk again, or even how to feed themselves.
Oh my gosh, and it's so avoidable, right? Just by doing this properly. So let's talk about the relationship now, because, you know, Waymo, we're all familiar with autonomous driving, but we cannot let down our safety guard, can we?
No, of course not. So we are very thankful for Waymo. We're our partnership with Waymo Phoenix Children's. We are focusing on distracted driving because that's the awareness month this April. Our goals align, which is keeping drivers safe every time they're riding in the car.
Absolutely. Okay, that's a really important campaign. And Gina, you had a chance to go on a well, let's just say a drive-about.
Yes.
In a Waymo. You had your kids with you?
My grandchildren,
how
yes.
was that?
It was amazing. It was such an awesome experience to be able to look around and to talk and have a conversation and not have to be focused on the road and what was going on.
Right.
Although there were cameras in the car that we could see everything that was going on around us. But it was such an amazing morning ride just to be able to enjoy the ride.
So now that you've experienced that, and you've also experienced the unfortunate accident that happened, what do you want parents to know about keeping their kids safe in a moving vehicle?
It just takes a few seconds to save lives. And the most important lives are our families. And so making sure that you take those few seconds to buckle up, make sure that their seatbelts are tight, that they're tied and installed correctly in the car, because safety is first and foremost.
Yeah, our loved ones are as
Absolutely.
well. All right, thank you so much, Gina. Blanca, here's more information. If you want to learn more about this child passenger safety program at Phoenix Children's, just go to phoenixchildrens.org. And if you want to learn more about Waymo, visit waymo.com.